right. Well, I want to thank everyone for coming out today. Today, we're going to provide you with something that you all aren't used to with respect to congressional investigations, and that's evidence.
Joe Biden and his family have a tough 2 years ahead of them. And so it begins. Today, the House GOP released pieces of their investigation that they are going to conduct against Biden and his entire family. They're going to investigate the laptop. They're going to investigate the overseas dealings of Hunter because they know who the big guy is. And the big guy is the President of the United States. They want the American people to get answers as to why Joe Biden has lied since the minute he started running for president, that he had no idea about any business dealings his kid was involved in. His entire family has made millions of dollars from Hunter Biden's overseas business dealings with China, with Russia, with Ukraine. And now they're going to get answers. But I'm going to assume that's not going to be easy because they've lied all this time. So they're just going to continue to lie, even if they have to give testimony under oath. Because after all, Joe Biden is nothing but a liar. His son is nothing but a drug addict and a liar. And the rest of the family, they're not going to disclose anything that would put them in prison where they actually belong, because he's done nothing for our country, but he's done everything to keep his criminal son out of prison. So that went on a little bit, and he mentioned something called SARS. A SAR is a suspicious activity report. And what they found was banks had reported the Biden family had 150 SARs reported. Look at this.
SAR is a document a bank must file with the Treasury Department when a transaction is suspected to be related to money laundering or fraud or other types of criminal activity. According to media reports, the Biden family accumulated over 150 SARs. One SAR generated by an American bank to the Treasury Department connects Hunter Biden and his business associates to international human trafficking, among other illegal activities. The money that was being made from foreign principals in the same room as Joe Biden was increasingly spent on furthering illegal activity. The SAR showed that Hunter Biden was conducting business with suspected human traffickers. The money gained through influence peddling was funneled to a suspected criminal enterprise, again, one linked to human trafficking. We have repeatedly called on the Biden Treasury Department to release additional financial documents to committee Republicans, but thus far Treasury has refused.
And they have the evidence. 150 suspicious activity reports, but they will not release any of their financial documents. And you wonder why. Because they're criminals, and they've always been criminals. And one or more were linked to international human trafficking. So was Hunter involved in that? I don't know if that's true or not, but it's going to be very interesting to see what actually comes from this, because we all know that the laptop of Russian disinformation was not Russian disinformation. It was all legitimate emails, photos, videos, receipts, text messages, you name it. It was on the laptop that they tried to cover up, that Facebook tried to cover up, that Twitter tried to cover up. But now we all know the truth. And to this day, Joe Biden still insists that he knows nothing, zero, about his son's overseas business dealings. And we all know that's a crock of shit. Well, Jim Jordan gave a little speech after that gentleman spoke, and here's what he had to say about Russian disinformation.
I would just start with this question. What part of Mr. Comer's presentation was Russian disinformation? I mean, never forget what happened on October 19th, 2020, 15 days before the most important election we have in our country. Who's going to be the next president of the United States? 15 days before that, Mr. Brennan, Mr. Clapper, and 49 other people signed a letter that said the following. It is for these reasons that we write to say that the arrival on the U.S. political scene of emails purportedly belonging to Vice President Biden's son, Hunter, has all the classic earmarks of a Russian information operation. They further went on to say, we want to emphasize that we do not know if the emails provided to the New York Post are genuine or not, just that our experience makes us deeply suspicious that the Russian government played a significant role in this case.
And there it is. They all know it's true. Every single bit of it was true. And Hillary Clinton tried to push that Russian disinformation bullshit. She's one of the bigger ones that said, there's no laptop, there's no emails, he did nothing wrong. He did everything wrong. The man is not smart. He ran financial institutions. He had his own financial company, Hunter Biden, while he was smoking thousands of dollars of crack a day with prostitutes, with his late brother's wife. Why do you think his wife left him? Because he's a no-good criminal. The entire Biden family, his brother, his sister, they are all involved. And this Republican majority, although it wasn't as overwhelming as people would have hoped, they still are going to have control of the House, and they are going to launch the investigations, just like the Democrats launched their January 6th insurrection bullshit, which came to what? Absolutely nothing. It came to zero. They actually had Donald Trump's home raided by the FBI with all kinds of classified documents. And a report came out today from the Justice Department that none of those documents had anything to do with national security. Basically, they were nothing. They found nothing. But they made sure they held that information until after the election. The Biden Department of Justice is Joe Biden's personal hit squad. He sends them to knock on doors and let's investigate people who are against what I'm doing. And what he's doing is destroying this country and probably continuing to make money overseas. But that remains to be seen. So all we can do is hope that when this investigation actually kicks off in January, that the American people find out the truth about their president of the United States from when he was vice president and way back when he was a senator. The American people want answers, and they want to know how much money Hunter Boy brought into that family with his illegal dealings, because it's in the millions and the truth is going to come out sooner or later. So all we have to do now is just sit back and enjoy it. And you know how they televised all the January 6th hearings, all big television events? I hope that they televise these hearings, because I'm going to watch some of it, because I can't wait to see these people squirm under pressure. And I can't wait, because you could tell when somebody's lying, they're going to be sweating and they're going to be lying, because Joe Biden now, from today until the end of his presidency, is going to do everything he can to squeak out of this, to keep him and his family out of prison. And it's my opinion, but prison is where these people belong. The American people have suffered long enough under Joe Biden. He has done zero. And now with Pelosi gone, it's even better for us. So she can go on her way and do what she wants to do. But now the American people want the truth, and the truth has to come out. How dirty is Joe Biden? I think he's dirtier than anybody could even imagine. But that remains to be seen. So buckle up, because it's going to get good. And the games are going to start right after the new Congress is sworn in the beginning of January. So stay tuned. And that's it. If you haven't liked this video, subscribe, hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, and hit the notification bell. Share my videos with someone if you will. Drop a comment. Let me know your thoughts on this. I hope everybody's healthy and safe. And stay tuned because there's a lot more coming. Squeaky Joe is gonna be stuttering more than he's ever stuttered in his life. And I can't wait to see it. Have a great night.